Here's a tip of the week. This week, I've been working on the notion of success and failure. Both success and failure have a reality based and a perceptual component. When we intend on creating a result in our life, we visualize it, act toward implementing the result. If we manifest it, the result we said we were going to do, we call it a success. If the result does not match what we visualized previously, we declare it a failure. At times, the result we create might appear as a success to other people around us. It could match a society or an industry's measurement and standards. It could have been someone else's dream, so they see our result as a success. But if it doesn't match our previously intended vision, we feel a lack, a disappointment, and a shame. We might assume that we are a failure, less than, never good enough, or just enough. Nothing better than enough, which still feels like a failure. There's a distinction between succeeding or failing on one task or project or holding on as an identity as a success or a failure. When someone assigns this type of an identity, such as I am a failure, after they succeed or fail at one project. Some wait for several results before they declare themselves as one of the other, right? Couple of failures, then I am an actual failure. Usually people wait for several results to get favorable feedback from others in the family and community before feeling like they are a success. Not just they succeeded on one project, but they are a success. Some only see themselves as a success when they meet the industry or the society's success standards. Some may never feel or state that they are a success, regardless of others holding them as a space of success. Failure takes a toll on people's emotional well-being. Some could be a success in the eye of others and yet see themselves as a total failure. Some suffer by only focusing on what they don't have while there's so much to be appreciative of. Some hold the fantasy that if all is not perfect, then it is considered a failure. Some expect to be successful and will not tolerate getting the result they want. Some think that they are doomed by failure since they're not smart enough, fast enough, pretty enough, just any enough. This week I experienced not achieving the result that I wanted, only as a project that did not work among so many other ones that did. No other labels were necessary. The post-event analysis can be of, well, how come it didn't work? Why didn't it work? What was not done for it to create the result? What was missing so that the result was not gained? How did it impact others? What did I learn from it? How can it be authentically shared and explained to others? And what can be done in the future so I don't create the same result? What skills I didn't have and are really needed for next time as I'm doing this project so that I can create success? These are the questions that you actually need to ask yourself instead of labeling yourself consistently, right? What didn't work? What was not done? What was missing that I got this result instead of the one I wanted? How did it impact myself and others who were part of the project? And what did I learn? What was learned out of all of this? And how can it be authentically shared with others and explained to others? Most of the time, what we do, we try to lie about it, minimize it, excuse it, justify it, somehow do something with it, instead of just saying, yeah, this project didn't work. And explain it in the way of answering the questions we just talked about. And what can be done in the future, and the skills are actually looking at the future versus the past and getting caught, because most of the people who go through that, they keep getting caught in the past instead of moving toward the future. So feelings of compassion, acceptance, and love can be offered toward our own experiences of disappointment, loss, embarrassment, possible social failure, and a social humiliation. Focusing on all that has worked in our life, our accomplishments, our successful results and projects, who we have as assets and resources in our lives, and our strengths. Focusing on the present moment and the day-to-day gifts instead of the past that has already been viewed, analyzed, and learned from. Focusing on future goals where all that we've learned can be put to good use. For more observational integrational skills to set intentional goals, get my book, Life Reset, the Awareness Integration Path to create the life you want. Thank you.